The ZeekRewards illusion: how a billion-dollar promise became America's digital trap. Welcome back, dear listener, to the place where truth walks with shadows. Today, we open the door to one of the biggest online fraud storms in American history. A scheme built on hope, wrapped in trust, and delivered by a man who seemed almost too gentle to deceive. Sit with me and listen closely. Every story has a beginning, and this one began in a quiet corner of North Carolina, inside a simple office where an online penny auction site called Zeekler tried to survive. The world didn't pay much attention to it at first. It was small, humble, nearly invisible in the noisy rise of online businesses. But one man saw something more. His name was Burks. To neighbors, he looked harmless, soft voice, slow smile, the kind of man who'd help carry groceries to your porch. But even quiet men can build loud storms. As the penny auction business struggled, something new appeared, a shiny doorway called ZeekRewards, promising daily profit shares for simple online tasks. It didn't shout. It whispered. And whispers travel faster than shouts once they reach hungry ears. People joined. Then they told more people. Hope grew like vines on an abandoned fence, too fast, too thick, hiding what lay beneath. They didn't know it yet, but they were walking into a trap woven from their own dreams. The promise was simple: earn daily rewards by placing small ads online. Each day, accounts grew, 1%, sometimes more. It felt magical, like watching a small seed burst into a bright tree overnight. People told stories. The teacher fixing her roof. The retiree finally feeling safe again. The single parent paying bills without fear. Each story added color to the dream. Each success created another believer. No one questioned how the money grew so quickly. No one asked why. Profits arrived even when penny auction sales barely existed. When something feels like hope returning after years of struggle, people look away from the cracks. By 2012, ZeekRewards spread across the globe. Nearly 1 million people placed their trust and savings in the gentle promise. But the truth behind the curtain was darker. The company wasn't earning enough from auctions. The money that flowed out came mostly from the next person walking in. And yet the dream grew louder. The warnings grew quieter. Because sometimes, dear listener, hope can drown out the truth. Somewhere far from the noisy excitement, investigators from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission noticed numbers that didn't make sense. They saw impossible profits, fragile math, and a familiar shape forming beneath the surface, the shape of a Ponzi scheme repeating itself in digital skin. Slowly, quietly, they gathered evidence. They followed the money. They saw how deposits from new participants paid the ones already inside. They realized the profit-sharing program wasn't sharing profit, just redistributing hope until it ran dry. While members boasted about returns, while promoters promised a new future, federal investigators watched a wave rising, one certain to crash. And the higher it rose, the harder it would fall. In August 2012, the storm finally arrived. Without warning, office doors locked. Websites froze. Messages stalled. Members panicked as dashboards stopped breathing. Some thought it was a glitch. Others whispered that the end had come. Then the news broke. The SEC had shut ZeekRewards down. People felt the ground crumble beneath them. Tears. Anger. Confusion. Forums flooded with desperate questions. Some had invested life savings. Others had convinced friends and family to join. Federal documents revealed the truth. Over $800 million had been taken. Only a fraction remained. The rest had already slipped into the shadows of the scheme. And at the center of it all stood Burks, no longer the gentle storyteller, now a man facing the weight of thousands of shattered lives. His soft voice trembled in court. He said he didn't mean for it to grow this big. He said he lost control. But apologies cannot refill empty bank accounts or repair trust once broken. Burks was sentenced to 14 years in prison. Receivers spent years trying to return as much money as possible, piece by piece, dollar by dollar. Some victims recovered parts of their losses. Many never did. What remained after the smoke cleared was a lesson carved into the memory of millions. If money grows too fast, something is hiding. If a promise shines too bright, shield your eyes. Not every light leads you home. Dear listener, ZeekRewards wasn't just a fraud. It was a mirror showing how easily hope can be shaped, twisted, and sold. It reminds us to question the beautiful stories and listen for the truths beneath them. Thank you for walking with me through this story. If it opened your eyes, share it so others may see too. And if you wish to hear more shadows, more lessons whispered from the past, join us again. Until next time, stay watchful, stay wise.